There was no chapter last month, but there's definitely one this month, and thank goodness, because we're pretty much, according to my calculations or memory, I believe we're very close to the ending of volume, near the ending of volume 11, I want to say. Yes, we're at that point where Norn becomes a shut-in for a while, and if Rudy do not handle this the right way, she will become just like Rudius in a way. You'll be surprised how fast people will shut down. Now, a lot of people in the comic section saw this as this is the reason why she's a shut-in. But before I go into that, Rudius hears about this, and all he can think about is, oh no, she's gonna end up just like me, my past self. I gotta do something about this. But why did this happen? How could this happen? So he's like, he's bullying. Because that's what he went through. He went through extreme bullying. But because of that, he said that must be the reason why. So he just do is furious. He is an anti-bully ranger. He's not letting none of that stuff slide. So he goes into the classroom with the man. Y'all people think it's rude, that it's unrealistic. No, when I was even in high school, middle school, there were some rude mother effers out there who would just walk into someone else's classroom, which is called a scene. If you go to certain schools, this stuff was very realistic in a way. Someone just walking through the classroom, you see talking crap teacher to students. They did not care. It was going down. But anyways, the dude was furious, like so furious he was about to throw hands. He said he just wanted to talk. He had that Peter Griffin moment where he said, I just want to talk. I just want to talk to him. What really was he going to do was make them regret it by beating the living hell out of them. Rudius was ready, man. Like, not this time. And however, things aren't the way they were. One of the students raised their hand. He was about to use Stone Cannon on this girl, man. Stone Cannon. Stone Cannon is nothing to laugh at. Stone Cannon is very, very dangerous. Anyway, so he had to be careful. He was going to Stone Cannon at her, but she said this: no one bullied her. No one was being mean to her. No one was pushing her. It was more of an accident in a way. And this happens a lot. It even happened to me when I was growing up. Believe it or not, every school I went to, whether I was with a family member or I was with someone in my family, every school I went to, all the way up from pre-K all the way up to graduation. Hell, even in community college, people knew people in my family. Even after the job I got after graduating, people knew my family. There's no escaping it. So let that sink in. I have two older sisters, and when I went to school, people knew them. The teachers knew them, some of the students knew them, and they were known for, one was known for their smarts, and one was known for their talents. So they were very popular for that. At the time, I had neither. Neither. You know, I was just terrible. So this made me feel self-conscious. This made me feel insecure, low self-esteem. And I was hearing about how amazing my two older sisters were. So I was like, man, this sucks. Man, everyone will shout about them and stuff. It got me out of some few troubles because their name was known. So it got me out of some trouble. But it still sucked in a way. So Rudius finds out that the reason why this is happening is because of him in a way. It goes deeper than that, you know. People say how Rudius not see this coming. Well, this is different because Rudius went through his shut-in phase because he was heavily bullied, not because people knew his family, so they put pressure on him to do better, or they had these expectations, and it was suffocating. It was more like he was going through traumatic experience being up. Norm was going through traumatic experience seeing everyone as her enemy, in a way. As in, people, Norm had expectations on her when the teleportation incident happened. You know, when teleportation incident happened, she was with her grandmother from Zenith's side, and she was also with Aisha. And Aisha is extremely talented, but at the time, Aisha was the one who was being looked down on and bullied but she was good at stuff. She was trained by her mom to be perfect. So because of that, Aisha grew popular and sociable and extremely smart, into the point where she starts looking down on Norn for revenge to gain her some sort of security, like, I am better than you. Even though you are the legit child, I am better than you. That kind of stuff, the half sibling kind of thing. Which is ironic that they're both twins, but yet they're half sisters. That's kind of amazing. But anyways, um, so Norn was looked down on by her grandmother, who started being disappointed in her. But then she was also still hearing amazing things about Rudius through Paul, and didn't understand why. So she came to this place of Rudius, in which she felt like one thing she remembers she has of Rudius is Rudius being up Paul. So she didn't like Rudius, and of course Eris wasn't there, so it was Selphie, and she doesn't even remember Selphie, but Aisha does. So now she goes to the school to escape. She said, I can't be there, I'm suffocating. So she's now in the school. She thought she could be free. But that's not the case at all. Everyone knows Rudius. Rudius will get into trouble, who caused some chaos and stuff, but everyone still respected him. Everyone still liked him. She couldn't stand that. So because of that, she felt like he was just getting away with things, just flaunting his power. He's not taking his school seriously. He's just doing whatever he wants, which in a way he was. But hey, he's a VIP special student. He's allowed to do that. Now, when it comes to that, people will expect Norm to be great. So everyone thought she could easily pass these tests as be athletic and special and smart, just like Rudius, or even Aisha, who's also athletic and smart. But it was not happening. Everyone in her house and around her that knew Rudius were special. See, the difference between Rudius and Norn is throughout this series, Rudius was surrounded by amazing people. Paul and Zenith were amazing, so was Lilia, but he moved to help out Eris. Eris, herself as an age, was pretty amazing. Of course, she had Ghislaine, and then Richard, and then he went to very strong guilds where Rudius had extremely grew fast to become strong to survive. Then he went to the Magical Academy. He was still surrounded by exceptional people. Cliff was a genius. Zanova was strong and very good with research of mechanical dolls. Nana Hoshi was there too when it comes to research of magical spells. Even Elena Lace was pretty great herself. Everyone around her was amazing. Of course, you had the Demon Lord Bondi Gandhi there too. So he surrounded himself with people who could beat him in a certain thing and help him, so he would learn from them. So he himself started becoming great and good as well around these people, learning things through strength, talents, and life meanings. So Rudius grew that way. He became an exceptional person. No one didn't have this. No one had no one on her side. No one had no one to have her back like that. So she grew up feeling very insecure, being around amazing people that she couldn't really keep up with herself, making her extreme self-esteem, getting beaten, bruised egos, left and right. So because of this, she couldn't take it. She's like, there's nowhere for me to go. I go home, I'm surrounded by them. I'm at school, everyone will stop talking about them. I am in hell. That's all she's thinking about. So she wants to stay in her room. She can't do it. She tried, but it couldn't happen. So she's in this way. So now Rudius is down, thinking, oh my goodness, this is my fault. What can I do about this? Of course, Rudius didn't see this coming, because he thought the only way she'd be like this is through physical bullying, but that's not the case. It's his fault. Well, not really his fault, but things like this just happen with siblings, unfortunately. So, what can he do? He has to handle this very delicately. He just can't go in and say, you can do it, you can get over it and stuff, or, I'm right there for you. You have to be very gentle with these kind of things. Approach it slowly and give it time. Don't fully interfere. Just be there in the corner, just waiting. Wait. Just like give it time where they will open up. You're not pushing them, you're not flaunting your talents around them. Even though that's not what you're trying to do, that's how they're going to see it. a lot of people said this is pathetic of how Norn would see it like this, but that's not the case. This happens a lot between siblings, especially younger siblings, in a way. Yeah, it happens, and it's a very relatable subject too. It's amazing how sometimes I can relate to certain subjects when it comes to show stories and video games. It happens every now and then. So when I see it, I'm like, oh, interesting. But anyways, um, this was interesting. Seeing this, I wonder how they're going to handle this in the anime. Like I said, this is probably going to be in part 2 of season 2 of the anime. We're not going to get the twins just yet in the anime. Not this season. This part. I mean, part 2, I believe. Because I believe part 1 of season 2 is going to be cover volume 7 through 9. And part 2 will cover 10 through 12. And there we go. I think I already said this, but I'll repeat myself sometimes, just to clarify. So anyways, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.